Dear students, so today an important topic for all the students of different branches. So actually today is the basic class for all third students which are started from for the diploma or degree from third semester onwards. That is branch related topic. So in every branch you have to find one thing. That is what is your input. What is your input? And what is your output? You have to remember two things, input and output. In the midway we have to process it. So basic thing is we have input, we have to process it, and we have to make what? We have to give its output. So you can say this is the processor. Every department, every system have these common things. One is input, processor, another one is your output. So input will take some signals. Input will take some signals. Suppose I have to go with the electrical branch, electronics branch, and double branch and computer science branch. For these four branches, your input is some signal and output is also a signal. So you have to only deal with the signals and signals. Input you have to take the signals, output you have to give the signals, in the midway you have to process it. So for all branches we have to common make it. Similarly for mechanical and civil, there we are also doing with what? Real means we are dealing with the machines. There we have to also do. So in that case also we have to observe that we also take input signals, process it, and give the output. So for all branches, all era, all the students, only one thing is necessary. You have to take input signals, give output signals by processing it through a processor. What our CPU do? CPU will obviously take the inputs and give the output. Similarly, we will act as a CPU in this virtual era. In this real world, we are the human beings. We will what? Act as a processor. Generally, machines or we are acting as a processors. Understand? That one common thing regarding any machines relating to us, that we all are processors. Okay? We have to take the input and give the output. That every system requires this much things. So for electronics, electrical and EEE branch, I am starting from the beginning. So before trying to know that, what is a signal? Today my topic is regarding signal and its representation. Note that today's topic is what is signal and what is its representation. It is very much essential to all the branch students to know what is signal and what is its representation. Then we will go for process. In cases we have signals. Okay. So for all the branches we have required signals and its representation. So today's very essential topic is signal and its representation. Signal and its representation. See, in this era, in this world, everything what we will got that can be represented as a signal. Everything can be represented as a signal. Okay? So instantly there is a music in the film. I don't remember. But there is a song, signal and signal and signals. Like for you also students, you have to remember only signals and its representation is very much important for point of view. So regarding the signals, all the signals generated from machines, generated from man or generated from human being, generated from any source, they are by default analog signals. Remember. In this universe, all the signals that are generated from the source are analog. What? Analog signals. Nothing signal is by creativity is digital. We have to convert it into its digital form. Some examples are there. I will say. So this indicates that simply you leave out. The meaning is, I am not saying anything. I am just indicate this simply. That means this signal will indicate you that you have to leave the class. So this is the information which is propagated in the signal from me to the you, that is to the student side. So in every form, every source, they will generate analog signals. All these signals are analog by default. Understand? So we have to do one thing. We have to convert it into its digital form. Okay? We have to convert it into its digital form. Nothing is created digitally. In this virtual world or in this real world, nothing is digital. All these things are analog. We have to convert it into digital. Understand? Here, so today our emphasis is on signals. What are different type of signals and how it is converted from its analog form to digital form. Okay? See. Signal. What is signal? Signal means which will carry some information is said to be a signal. Understand? Okay. Sometimes your parents are also giving you signals. Okay? By making the face. That means you will remain alert, you will remain silent. So this is the information they will transmit it to you by blood. Okay, so signal is something which carries information. Then, what are the different kind of signals? Signals are by default, it is, you can say, by default, they are analog signals. What? By default, signals are known as analog signals. But we have to convert it into what? Digital signal through certain criteria. Okay? So signal means which will carry some information, it's called signal. Signal is basically, very basically, from the beginning. We are going to study that the signal is two types, analog signal and digital signal. But what is digital signal? I will explain. Before that, we will proceed analog signals. So analog signals means whatever your information by default is an analog signal. Suppose an electrical voltage signal is coming, that is also a analog signal. Voltage is also a analog signal. Understand or not? Voltage is also an analog signal for electrical point of view. Okay? So, every signal can be represented, remember one thing, in its time domain. In which domain? Time domain. So, if I will represent a signal as x of t, here I will, in the x-axis I will take t, and in the y-axis I will take x of t. This will indicate that the signal is represented in time domain. In time domain. So, listen carefully. Whenever you will go for any signal representation, if it is represented in its time domain, then that signal is called its waveform. What is called? The signal is called its waveform. So this is known as waveform. It is, remember, whenever someone asks you, what is a waveform? What is a waveform? You at that time you have to concentrate on one thing. That waveform means it is the time domain representation of any signal. That is called waveform. That is called
waveform.
Waveform. Remember, what is waveform? time domain representation of the signal is called waveform. And every signal is analog in nature. Analog in nature. That is continuous in its time domain. So this is one kind of signal and its waveform. It is represented in time domain. Which domain?
Time domain.
Very important. From third semester point of view, you have to remember this domain, T domain, that means time domain. Another one is your F domain, that means frequency domain. Another one is your Z domain, that means Z transform. Okay? Another one is your S domain. So you have to remember these basic four things to clear the concept of your what? Signal and system. Okay? So this is a signal and its waveform. So it is continuous in time. So this is an analog signal. Analog signal. Okay? See, this analog signal is given to A to D converter. A to D converter. So what blocks are in the A to D converter? See, first one is your sampler. Next one is your quantizer, and next one is your encoder. What is encoder? Here you will get the digital output signal. See, this is the analog signal, this is the input signal. It is represented in which domain? Time domain. It is analog in nature. Okay, I will provide it into the A to D converter. To whom? It is given to A to D converter. See, in the A to D converter, the starting block is sampler. So this will convert our continuous time domain signal into discrete time domain signal. Continuous time domain to discrete time domain. Here the output is discrete time domain. That is not continuous in time. It's called discrete time domain signal. Next. This discrete time domain signal is quantized. Is quantized through a quantizer. So at this output we are getting the quantized form. Then these quantized signals, okay, discrete time signals are encoded with binary digits. That's why we will get the digital output. So this is the simple operation of what? A to D conversion. So if I will say घड़ी, remember in this world जो दुनिया में सारे जो सिग्नल्स आते हैं ऑटोमेटिक वो बाय डिफॉल्ट वो एनालॉग सिग्नल्स है. दुनिया में कुछ भी डिजिटल नहीं है. सिर्फ डिजिटल कह के आप लोगों को या वो परेशान कर रहे हैं. डिजिटल सिग्नल का मतलब क्या है? जो भी सिग्नल जनरेट होता है फ्रॉम इट्स सोर्स, it is in analog form. From the birth of the signal, it is in analog form, and we have to convert it into digital, pure digital. Okay. So through that we have to follow the process and these things. See, analog signal represented in time domain, it is called analog signal or continuous time domain signal. But whenever it is given to A to D converter, it will gives you digital signal. And the blocks containing A to D converter are sampler, quantizer, encoder. So this is the conversion, real conversion of your analog signal into digital. In this scenario, present scenario, we will require digital signals. All the machines are making digitalized. That's why we require digital signals. But whatever the signals are generated by the default nature, they are analog. Only we have to convert into A to D with the help of A to D converter. Then we will get a lot of benefits. If we convert this analog signal into its digital form, then we will get a lot of benefits. And that should be discussed in my next video for further. Keep remaining, continuing with me. I will go with the next blocks, the next syllabus continuing to this A to D converter. Okay? Thank you. And one thing, for my students that whoever like these videos, please refer to your friends, technical friends, so that they will get such acquainted with our videos and that should be compatible to the our